Okie dokie. So, we are primed and ready to go. So let's jump straight into Chapter 8. We did a fair amount of setup last time, so hopefully I'll be good to go. And won't regret jumping in with very little preparation. We can leave despite this ominous cutscene. We're not locked into Palace of Shadow, thankfully. But we are on Chapter 8, the 1,000-Year Door. This is it. This is the final chapter. Though the stream series will go a bit farther because I do want to 100% this game. Again, not every game on Fox Scrolls Favorites will be a 100% run for my sanity, but I definitely think this game isn't too unreasonable. This place is unsettling, but we have no choice. We have to get in there and save Peach before things get any more out of control. Let's go, Mario. Alright, it is very ornate in this remake. Very much a fan of the aesthetic of this place. Immediately, we have a save block that feels a little bit anticlimactic. And yeah, we went through the Pit of 100 Trials already, so we can basically one-shot all enemies. Including a pseudo mini-boss that's like supposed to be like a forest encounter. We can just one-shot it. So hypothetically, this could be a really short chapter. Chapter 8 run, if we're just blasting through all the enemies. The big problem is, do I remember where everything is? There are some puzzles and mazes and stuff in here, so it won't be all smooth sailing. I also went and cataloged everything I need to tattle, and yeah, we don't need to tattle any of these enemies, thanks to the Pit of 100 Trials, so we can go straight over here, but we actually... I probably should be fighting these, actually, but there's no option other than get hit by a first strike, so that's mildly unfortunate there. It's fine. But yeah, one of the only enemies we'll actually have to tattle in here, that's not a boss. This is very dramatic music, by the way. That's a bombshell build. These things are repeatedly shot out by bombshell build blasters. Max HP is 3, attack is 6, and defense is 2. Its attack is high, but its HP is low, so take it out before it takes you out. And again, if you focus on these guys, you'll never win. Smack that bombshell build blaster. I also need to be very careful not to first strike the blaster itself, or else we won't actually get the encounter. I think there is a second set of bombshell build blasters in the 1,000-Year Door or in the Palace of Shadow, so it wouldn't be the end of the world if I forgot, but still. I would like to get this out of the way now while I'm thinking about it. This will actually be an annoying encounter despite being able to one-shot it on the field. Basically because it has really high defense. We might need Bobbery for this. That's a bombshell build blaster. It fires bombshell bills. Makes sense, right? Max HP is 10 and defense is 4. It's really, really tough. Yeah, hard to hurt this guy. Thing is, if you don't take it out, it'll keep shooting bombshell bills at you. So you gotta figure out a way to beat it and fast. What the hell do we have item-wise? Some of the stuff I want to keep. I guess we can toss a Thunder Rage if need be. That feels like overkill. We haven't used, like, any of these. We haven't used Clock Out at all. We haven't used Sweet Treat or Sweet Feast, for that matter. Just haven't needed them. So yeah, this is kind of a weird run where I'm not using specials other than, like, my go-tos, which are Art Attack, Power Lift, and Showstopper is a go-to, but again, that would be overkill against these build blasters. The one downside of doing this is recharging star points before the next boss. That might actually be a little challenging, so we'll have to see how that goes. Sub-level 2, so we're making good time here. Here's one of the badges we're missing. You got an All or Nothing badge. Boost attack power by properly executing action commands. Drop to 0, failed. Oh, I was trying to see if I could grab the coin with the hammer. The answer is no. Sorry, Gambella. Hey, guess who doesn't remember the pattern of the spikes, though? Case in point. How? Okay, this is going great so far. Actually, Coops could have gotten it while the spikes were lowered. Huh. Yeah, I'm just kind of inching forward, because I don't remember where this stuff is. Never mind, I missed. That's fine. Yeah, not like these are very tough enemies anyway. Wow, actually there's only one, and it's got an ice storm, which can actually be very helpful, because we do need some ice storms for something later on for the cooking. So if it actually drops that, that'd be great. But I know my luck. We probably won't get that much. Get that lucky with a drop. Yeah, see, I know my luck. There should be one more set of spikes, yeah. Nope, gotta go the other way. Cool. Again, when you don't have to fight as much, this goes pretty fast actually. Which is kinda nice. I did equip the ice badge, I think. Not that it matters, because we can just do this. Sadly, the ice badge does not protect you. Oh. I mean, that's kind of helpful for some of the super bosses, I guess, but like, shrug. There are two ways to do this section. One is to use Vivian and go slowly, the other is to use tube form, which is a little bit riskier, but can be a little bit faster. If we took like no damage, we'll be fine without healing. So we got a big ass hallway with nothing in it except a new dry bones. Actually, Gumbella, what do you have to say? Those are some weird colored bones, very suspicious, but I feel like I've seen something like them before. Guess we're not gonna get much farther without checking them out, are we? Glurg, blurg. None shall pass by. Let those who would disturb her sleep fall into the depths of endless darkness. Real charmer. Anyway, eek! May the intruder never find the key to this door. So yeah, this is the same thing as Hooktail Castle, except now he'll actually move around a bit. This is a mini boss, so I don't think we can first strike this anyway. That's a lot of bones. But first of all, let's actually tattle to see what we're actually dealing with in terms of our mini boss. That's a Dark Bones. That's the baddest of the Bones gang. Max HP is 20, attack is 5, and defense is 2. Once HP goes down to 0, it collapses into a pile, but will eventually rise again. Fire and explosions will put a permanent end to it getting back up though. Its HP is high, so it's hard to take it down. Like any other Bones, it sometimes builds friends if it feels outnumbered. It's a pretty tough enemy, you better take it and its buddies all at once. Now, the question I have is how the hell do I even approach this? I doubt they'll let me get away with this, but I want to see if it'll work. BXY, I almost hit the wrong button. Again, the GameCube controller is unique in that the A button is the central pivot of everything. So everything is set around the A button. So I do feel like some of these minigames, or these quick time events essentially, would be a little bit easier not on a Switch controller. But there is the issue of some inputs just... Oh wow, they actually got the Dark Bones. I don't know why the audience members left. I guess because it didn't hit all of them, but that feels kind of unfair actually. It's like, I'm doing my best over here. But yeah, Vivian is a good choice, because fire will obliterate them. Again, I did not think Showstopper would work on the Dark Bones, not gonna lie. 2 attack. Or 2 defense, that's for the Dark Bones though. Yeah, no, these just have 2 defense. Oh yeah, I forgot, I equipped all of the sound badges. I'm pretty sure I even said something like, I'm gonna equip all of these and see if I remember I did that on next stream. And surprise, I forgot. You got a palace key, a key for a door in the Palace of Shadow. Again, a lot of the keys are color coded now, so that's very nice. One key for everything instead of like one size fits all. That is an ultra shroom. I might throw something out for that if I need to. I'm actually trying to think if we need Thunder Rages for anything. Ow. Oops. That's fine. Mild speed bump along the way, but we should be able to get through this no problem. We should actually hit level 30 by the final boss, hopefully, just by the nature... Oh wait, this is not actually a one-shot. Okay, so we actually do need to fight these. I used Art Attack last time. That's probably overkill. I only did that partly because we were down an attack due to toweling. But for this one, we'll just do this. This should deal a decent amount of damage, like 7, I think. Yep. Oh, that sucks. Fog, meaning we will probably whip this. We'll do 7. Okay, yeah, never mind. So the Bill Blaster can only fire bullet bills. They can't really do much else. But this could take a bit, just because our attacks are gonna miss a bunch. Oh hey, that actually clears the fog on our side, but not on their side, which kind of bites actually. Let's see if I can time it. When it says close, never mind, hit Mario. That sucks. Really? Really, game? You're just gonna be feisty, huh? Okay. Did the explosion actually clear the fog? Like, is that a mechanic? I actually don't know if that's the case or not. Genuinely don't know. Anyway, 2 star points for us. That was not entirely worth the amount of time invested into that fight. And believe it or not, I think there should be another set of cannons, so we're swapping back over to Vivian to get through there a little bit more easily. Again, the embers should be like 1 star point at best, so no point in fighting those if we don't have to. Yeah, I could have sworn we could one-shot these, but I guess not. Guess I was misremembering how many star points we'd get, though basically one more level and we actually would be able to, I think, one-cycle these, or like just hit them on the field. If my math is actually correct on that. Hey, so about me being worried about charging up our star points again, that turns out to not be a problem. Let's see how much this does, actually. That dealt a lot of damage with the Power Plus P badge equip that did a significant amount of both, so that should finish it off, yeah. Hope everyone's doing well today. I'm having an okay-ish day. I'm just kind of like a little bit discombobulated, but not too bad. We should have a maze coming up. Oh, hi. That's a lot of enemies. I don't remember there being a save block here originally. Now that I think about it, like, was that always here? Am I just, like, misremembering entirely? I know my memory is bad, but, like, I don't remember that being here. How much will this deal, actually? 5 per? So hypothetically, one thing we could do, this is a waste of FP, but we're at save block, so I don't care that much. We can give Mario an extra turn. Again, trying to actually hit the stylish, because, never mind, we're actually full. Either way, I want to see if these give us anything. Nope, nothing. So yeah, there's no point in fighting most of the enemies here. So yeah, we'll probably just skip most encounters going forward. If the game won't let us, we might just go ahead and do that. Again, we actually need an ice storm for something, so that actually is slightly serendipitous. I'm almost tempted to throw out the space food just because it'd be very easy to replace that just by staying at the inn. I actually don't know how much rune powder we need. We already have a few stashed away, so I might toss that actually. I got the P up. You got a P up down, D down P badge, boosts a partner's attack by 1, but also boosts the damage taken by 1. So that means we actually have most of the badges, except for like a couple, I think, in the parlor. So we got a maze here. So the goal is to go through the one with the lit up thing. I'm trying to remember the term for that. I want to say it's like a... I feel like it starts with an S. But I feel like there's a specific term for that. Yeah, just go through the one lit up. Ironically, a lot of Paper Mario doesn't hit as hard. Or a lot of Thousand Year Door wouldn't hit as hard if you played the first game, because Paper Mario 64 has a section very similar to this in the final chapter of that game. Did they change this in the remake? I don't remember having to go left in the original. I genuinely don't. So it's like, yeah, I wonder if they changed some of these. A little bit. I mean, that's cool if they did. I mean, it's still a very easy sequence. But it is a nice little, like, inversion if you're used to the original, trying to psych you out a little bit. It should actually be the end, though. Yeah, the music was fading out, so that basically proved, yep, we're done. Now we have this little peaceful garden area. Well, not garden, like fountain area. You get out of one strange room just to find another. It's so big, it's almost like an underground city. I mean, that's kind of what it is. What is this place? So yeah, there was actually a town that sank. So this is still connected to like underground Rogueport in terms of being an underground like city essentially. I think something impressive to me about Thousand Year Door, and also Super I'd say, is just how kind of lived in the world feels a little bit. Yeah, no, I'm having a lapse in memory again. Which boss is first? Because there's a lot of bosses in this chapter. So I'm like, which one's actually the one that comes up first? Is it the trio, or is it the other? Genuinely struggling to actually remember, which is not great. I don't know if we need a Thunder Rage for much. I should have pulled up the list first instead of just tossing items with reckless abandon. Because I did actually make a list of everything to be on the safe side. But yeah, I think we do need like a Thunder Rage for something, but I may actually be misremembering. It could be a Thunderbolt, which is a different item. Oh, it's actually a Volt Trim, never mind. I'm worrying for nothing. Sure, we'll heal. We got a boss coming up, either way. If it's here or in the next section, either way we have a boss coming up. Again, might as well go for the first strike on that, just to make my life a little bit easier. That is a lot of chain chomps. How do I want to proceed here? I guess this is a good start. This will deal a decent chunk of damage, and Quake Hammer might actually be enough, haha. Yep, I think it would be. I do like how the battle backgrounds do reflect the area you're currently in a lot of cases. So we have the little tower with the little statue behind it. I actually wonder if the battle background would change, because the statue will go away shortly. But I genuinely don't know if they actually account for that. So I guess we'll find out. Either way, we have the other side of the switch here. But we actually can't do anything in the tower itself until later. So we might just put a rain check on that. If I have one regret, I wish I'd stored more items before coming in here. Again, I was kind of just rushing because I wanted to get in here before the ad break. In hindsight, I wish I had actually tucked away a few more items, because I'm going to run out of room very quickly. I might check a few items at... Oh, hi. I might check a few items at the, like, various enemies around, just to get them out of my inventory. Like, I might just chuck this HP train at it just to get it out of here. Besides, wizards are actually very sturdy enemies. They're actually, using items is a good strategy. God damn it. I pressed the wrong button. We would have won the fight otherwise. Now he's probably gonna clone himself. Hi Merle, this is like really unnecessary timing because I don't even think it's going to attack at all. It's almost like I've played this game a lot of times. That's fine. You know what would be really rude, actually, is if Toweling took FP. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of just what Mario, RPG does, because, like, Mallow's, psychic move is actually tied to, like, flower points and that. I think it costs flower points. Did they change that in the remake, actually? I don't remember. It might have. Which would have been nice if that was the case, but genuinely can't recall. Again, I've got to equip every badge. I should probably take some of those off because they'll be very distracting going forward. I'm also just kind of burning through FP. I don't really care though. I'm gonna be honest. Because we got a boss coming up, but this boss is not... You know, maybe I should not open my mouth, actually. Maybe I should just keep that thought in for a little bit. Cause like, wait, that actually is interesting. It still does the capped 6 damage. It's similar to the Super Hammer and Ultra Hammer moves as a result. The enemy that gets hit in behind, gets hit in like... The first enemy does account the damage scaling of the power up badge, but the second enemy just takes the fixed damage from the recoil hit, which is interesting. By the way, the items in this hallway are technically missable. If you don't get the items, you will not be able to get them in the future. So, like, maybe get them if you care about, like, certain items. I want to say there's, like, maybe... That actually might not be the case. I might be thinking of something else. I might actually have to investigate something really quickly. Because I could have sworn there's actually something hidden coming up, but I actually don't remember. Who are you? No one's disturbed me here in eons. Who dares defile this sacred place? That's not a good voice for this dragon, actually. That's a big dragon, but Mario, isn't that Hooktail the one you said you beat? Also, we fought, Bonetail already. Gigantic with mossy teeth? Yes, this monster fits the bill alright. What? You destroyed my precious younger sister? I wondered why she hadn't ridden recently. Quake and fear mortals, for I am Gloomtail. I will avenge my sister by taking your lives and then gnawing on your bones. Okay, we got another dragon to fight. It's slightly anticlimactic. Gwahahaha, my first fresh meat in ages. Allow me to take my time and toy with you a while. You know the drill, let us start by a tattle. I'm not as worried about like trying to metagame this. I don't think I'll have much trouble with this fight. That's Gloomtail, I think he's Hooktail's brother. I see the family resemblance. Max HP is 80, attack is 8, and defense is 2. He'll bite or stomp you, and he may also breathe poison on you. Great. When his HP gets low, he may throw in some other surprise attacks as well. Wouldn't surprise me. Especially watch out for his Mega Breath move, because the word is, it's gnarly. Like a bag of Takis. He also stores power for some attacks, so use Vivian's hide to avoid those. I'm gonna do a Power Smash. I'm gonna Power Lift next turn, I think. Okay. That did a decent chunk already. So yeah, this will poison, which isn't great. Oh, hi, Aiden. Again, I had to get one reference in. I figured, at least. Again, whenever I hear the word gnarly, I'll just think of cat's eye now. Oh, hi, bingo. Where's everyone going? Bingo? Nope, we're not going to bingo. Sorry, Leon. Power lift, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense, I think. Question mark. You can use the D-pad in this remake. I actually don't think you could on GameCube. A lot of GameCube games didn't let you use D-pad for things, but also the D-pad in the GameCube controller sucks, so I can't exactly be upset about that, to be honest. So good power lift. We actually got max stats for both. That'll help us out immensely, and let's see if I can actually nail a spring jump again. I say as I already did this quite a bit with Bone Tail. We actually do want Vivian for this fight. Because basically at some points we might need to hide from like an 8+ damage attack that he'll try to do. Assuming he lives that long, because we are kind of flying through this fight. Again, hypothetically speaking, a power bounce might actually be a better call. I'm terrible at power bounces. Wahahaha, you are tough meat, my little tasty morsels. But how will you fare against this? Ow. Damn, why didn't that hit Vivian? I should have hit both party members, I feel. But maybe not. Also, I don't think Bone Tail can even do that, now that I think about it. So, yeah. Even the, like, tougher version, technically, I think actually is missing a couple moves from, Tail specifically. Wow, 2 HP. It's like, do we let him use, oh hey, we got it! At the end of the fight when we don't need it. Actually, no, we'll get hit this next turn, so maybe we will need it a little bit. A smidge. Not too bad. The fire almost would take him out, actually. Gah. You are not the easy prey you appear to be. I would never be able to show my face again if I was bested by you whelps. So I will show you the true extent of my power. Hey, actually, we could do something very goofy here. Let's let him actually use Mega Breath, just to show it off. And also for another reason, A-B-A-A-B. So, he'll use Mega Breath. Mega Breath! But he's also still got the burn on. Goha, do you understand my true power now? No, we avoided it entirely. And also, bye. We're not even on the stage. We didn't even pop out yet. No, is it true? Can I expire? Yeah, we actually have to pop out for this cutscene. Very funny way to win that fight, actually. Cool. Getting deja vu, actually. There are actually missable items, I'm pretty sure, in here. Yeah, there's a cracked wall. You got a star stone, a strange star-shaped stone. So fun thing, when you complete the tower section, the route here changes entirely. So we couldn't actually go back for these items. So yeah, these are permanently missable items. You got a gradual syrup. Neat. A shooting star. Cool. Can't carry it. The super mushroom is almost the most tempting thing to throw out, as is the space food, actually. We actually don't probably need this many ice storms. We can buy them in Glitzville. So yeah, I'm just gonna shrug at that. Mystery? Huh, I kinda sworn there are more items in here. Cause like, I'm looking at a guide. but the guide also doesn't say where the items are located. So I basically am purposefully waiting for these to despawn. Because if... Actually, it is not despawning. I probably have to pick it up first. Yeah. Is there anything else hidden here? Because if not, then it's like, wow. Because, like, something I saw said there was, like, an ultra mushroom in here. But I don't see anything in here. So yeah. Unless I'm just overanalyzing or something. Let's use Miss Mouse. I'm curious. I don't think there's anything near here, sweetie. Okay, maybe the guide's just wrong. Because it says there's an ultra shroom. But that does not appear to be the case. Anyway, hi Gloomtail. Bye Gloomtail. I say as I run immediately into his claw. See, now I'm just being, like, curious about this. Like, is that actually the case? So, as we run all the way back to the other end of the hallway, I'm gonna double check that. I know there is a new set of an Ultra Shroom and a Jamming Jelly somewhere in the remake, so we can get that as well. Yeah, I'm just curious at this point. The gradual syrup apparently might only be in the Switch version. In the 8th room from the start is to the right of the... In the 3rd corridor to Gloomtail's lair. So yeah, they did add a couple items in there. To the right of Gloomtail's room in the 2nd question mark block. Oh, did they move it? Or did they take it out? It looks like there was a jamming jelly in that room originally, but they moved it somewhere else, which is, like, interesting. It's just a mystery. Okay, so that narrows down that mystery of why there aren't items there. Okay, I feel better now that I'm not losing my mind entirely. Anyway, now that we have solved that mystery, let's solve another mystery. We want to go to that tower in the distance. This is gonna be funny. We have quite a bit to do here, so this is gonna take a bit. But, this shouldn't actually be that bad, given that we are first striking most enemies, no problem. But the big question is, do I remember what I'm doing here? That's the actual problem we'll run into. It's like, do I have a brain cell today? Optimally, you want to do specific things in a specific order, but hell if I remember what that specific order is. Palace of Shadow Tower. So first things first, we have to place the Starstone. Oh yeah, look at that. What is it? Anyway, pop it in. And we have a lot of things emerging from the shadows. Keyholes. So we basically have to go around collecting a bunch of keys to unlock all these pedestals. And that means also the doors are all open. So all of the doors will have a separate puzzle. 2 are shared, actually. Again, I've said this the entire playthrough, but this is very pretty in the remake. But yeah, there's basically 2 doors you want to do in a specific order, but I don't remember which ones they are. So each one... Oh god, that's a problem. Each one gives a hint. I don't think we'll even get to read the hint here, because they're being very aggressive at the moment. But for this one, we want to defeat the dry bones enemies in order of weakest to strongest. So hello Doll Bones, it has been a hot minute. Well, not Doll Bones, Red Bones. I assume if you actually, like, mess it up, you can leave the room and reset it. But yeah, from weakest to strongest. So you're next. I guess we can read this now. Carrying the lore of the sky, let's follow the weakest and build to the strongest. Yeah, we cannot instant defeat this one. That's fine. Not like we're struggling too much combat-wise. It's also just one enemy too, so even less to worry about. I think we have the Hooktail Castle music for this fight, which makes sense because that's where the dry bones primarily were. I'm going with Fiery Jinx just because I wonder if it'll have about... Never mind. It is still bound to the same properties as before. Ow. So yeah, we just have to hope for a Hail Mary and actually get through the fog, which sucks. I don't like that. I don't like having to be bound by a mischance for a fight like this. I'm surprised they didn't build any more. Okay, finally. I actually might unequip those badges. Oh my god, we'll get our 2 star points doubled. Thanks, Merly. Oh, I would have loved that against a lot of the pit enemies, to be honest. That would have been great when we got the Amazing Daisies. If we had doubled our star points, that would have been impeccable. It's like, oh well, it's fine. It is what it is. Alright, so we got our first key. You got a tower key, a key obtained from the tower in the Palace of Shadow. You know, one thing I like is that when you press R to show status in this, it also shows, like, the location name, which is really cool. Just a nice little, like, detail. Okay, well, I picked the right door first, sort of. There's this room... Okay, we'll just read the plaque. By skill and might engraved in stone, 4 stones twin rooms, 1 is 2, 2 are 1. So basically the blocks are linked to each other, is the TLDR, so we need to find the room that corresponds to, so it's the second door on the second floor. Which makes it easier to remember, I suppose. Anyway, hello. Carrying secrets from on high, straight onward, destroy what lies in your path. So, despite there not being any indicator as such, Bobbery can get through this one. Hell yeah. So far so good. Number 2 out of 8. And we're actually almost done with the second floor for now, so we'll drop down in a moment and take care of first floor stuff. We'll have to come back for the one with the block though. Anyway, what is this one? The stars up in the heavens shone, the shy one hides their shape, the shy one hides their face. So, shy means hidden, so we can use Vivian to hide until it appears. Again, not like hard puzzles admittedly, but it is kind of neat to have little puzzle rooms like this. Oh shoot, I actually forgot the Ultra Shroom. They're in hidden blocks now. The Ultra Shroom and Jam and Jelly, so it's like, oops, I forgot. So we'll just jump down, save ourselves a little bit of time. And start chipping away at these doors. Alright, what is the gimmick here? The 7 hewn by a fell hand. Onward, onward, onward. Retreat, retreat. Is this right? Yep, that's right. So onward means the block farther in. Retreat means go back to the first block and hit it twice. And the number of times the words are said indicates how many times to hit the blocks. Sweet. At the rate we're going, we're definitely gonna finish chapter 8 in this stream and we'll be able to move on to post-game, which is good. Well, here's the other matching block room. Master of Shadow, Queen of Fear, 4 stones, twin rooms, 2 are 1, 1 is 2. So, we gotta hit this, then go back up, and get the other key. And get the other block. Actually, they're directly, like, up and down from each other, I think. So like it is the second door on like from going like clockwise left, starting from the bottom left. It's the same door on both floors. That is mildly convenient. I thought they'd be mirrored actually. But now that the other block is destroyed, we can get the upper one there too. I just noticed the little sparklies from the key being collected actually shines on Mario. That's like such a minute detail. That's very cool. I love when games actually have like really detailed illumination systems like this. I'm not even into like ray tracing. I think ray tracing is a massive waste. Like with pre-calculated lighting, you can do really good work with pre-calculated lighting. This is a great example. It's like all the lighting in this game is like baked in. It's not like dynamic, but it still looks really pretty because it, you know, was well calculated. To be fair, it actually is different in a little bit for games with like dynamic lighting systems. So for example, like open world like games with a day-night cycle, then the lighting will change a lot more. Stones to rival the celestial spheres, all you see isn't all there be. Touch it to pass through it. Touch it to pass through it, so we can just walk through here. I'm pretty sure the little effect of going through the wall was not in the original. Like this. I don't think this little effect was there originally. Hi Chibi, thank you for the resub. I see the alerts aren't working again. You got a tower key. So yeah, for some reason, sometimes the WebM files do not show for the alerts. And I've noticed for resubs, they're kind of wonky. So I might need to look into that specifically. But yeah, hi JB, welcome on in. Peered far and wide across the land, the unseen may yet be felt, be it here, be it there. Oh hi, invisible thingy. Not gonna lie, I completely forgot what to do here, and just locked into this. So, hey, that worked out. But yeah, hope you're doing well. Again, we're just chipping away at endgame here. This should be the last key, so we should be smooth sailing from here on out. And then we will deal with our next boss. Alrighty, up we go to the top. If anything, this just takes forever, putting every key into every pedestal, and we're watching them slowly turn around. It's like, this is going to be a bit. So yeah, hello. Hope everyone is doing okay. I am having an alright time. Again, looking forward to finishing this game. Though to be honest, I'm mildly intimidated because I've been, like, planning out the next Fox Girls favorites, and I'm scared, actually, because it is not going to be an easy game to show, and I've actually been reassessing the entire remaining list of like 35 games, and I might trim it down to like 40 games or swap some out, because I'm looking at the list and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do all these. I mean, I also don't have to be so, like, uptight about it, and the stars up in the heavens shone, carrying the lore of the sky, carrying secrets from on high, by skill and might engraved in stone, stones to rival the celestial spheres, the seven hewn by a fell hand. Peered far and wide across the land, master of shadow, queen of fear. Interesting. I think I'm a little bit too smooth-brained to try to formulate a theory on what that actually means, unfortunately. I don't think I'm locked in enough. Uh-oh, it's moving! And the entire room is shaking. Huh? What? So, surprise, surprise. The reason why the stuff in Gloomtail's room is missable, and in the hallway too, is because the floor sinks. So we literally don't have a way to get back to that room, because there's no way to traverse the hallway anymore. That's probably why they moved the Ultra Shroom out, because it's such a rare item, they didn't want that in a one-time only room. What was that? I mean, a shooting star is nice, a mystery is kind of whatever. The gradual syrup is good for cooking, but I think I do understand the decision to move the Ultra Shroom out, just to make it so it's not, you know, permanently missable. By the way, speaking of which, there's the jamming jelly. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I'm almost tempted about the ice storms, and we'll just buy more. Or the space food's actually not that great, to be honest. I don't think the space food's needed for cooking, and if so, we can just rest at the end again. So it's fine. We also have an ink coupon we never actually used, I'm pretty sure, so doubly fine. Now, what the hell do I want? I mean, Super Shroom makes sense to throw out for this. I should have picked up some lighter, like, FP restoration items now that I think about it. I'm not even gonna heal, that's how overconfident I am. I don't think I'll need to heal here. I think I can just kinda rush through this next fight, no problemo. Genuinely, I don't think this will present much of a problem for us at the state of the game. We'll probably get a level up off of this too. Which will be nice. But yeah. We do have a mini boss coming up. Or actually it is a full-fledged boss, but as we get over here, we've been waiting for you, Mario. Oh, it's Professor Frankly. Huh? Professor Frankly, what are you doing here? Thank you so much for opening that door for us, Mario. Yes, that was nice. Thanks to your do-gooder predictability, my plan is progressing very smoothly. Sis, how dare you? And what do you mean about us opening the door for you? So you still don't see it? Ah, such fools. The Professor Frankly you were with when you opened the 1,000-year door was none other than this little freak in a sheet. My name's Dupless. The real Frankly is probably still passed out dreaming a little dream. Poor thing, and once we get rid of you here, our plan will be nearly complete. Ready for the end, my DS? You and that traitor Vivian have a date with eternity. Gah. That's right, Slick. Eternity. Shut up, freak. Oh, okay, right. Sorry. I'm with Mario all the way. Today, sis, I'm going to punish you. You hear me? Come, my sort of loveliest Marilyn, freak sheet. Go. I said my name's Dupless. Ah, it's the girls, the gays, and Dupless. Let's go. Alrighty. Alright, my kind of lovelies, this time we take out Mario and his goon squad for good. So if I catch you slacking, you'll be in for incredible punishment come tomorrow. Duh. Okay. I don't know if we'll get through this fight in 7 minutes, but we'll see. Most of it will just be toweling, actually. Obviously targeting Marilyn right away, because she is the strongest of the bunch. This will deal 16? No, 14. I was thinking super, like, charged up numbers. That's fine. That's Marilyn. She's Beldam's sister. Another one of the 3 shadows. Max HP is 4, the attack is 7, and defense is 0. She'll attack you directly or use lightning. She also saves up energy for a big attack sometimes. So long as you avoid the brunt of her attacks, she shouldn't be too tough. Dupless can copy everybody, as you would expect, including partners this time. I might do something different than usual. Actually, Goombella's kinda hurting. We might actually have a problem here. Hi, I'm assessing right now. What is the best course of action? This'll deal 14. So I think the best course of action is to rally wink and then do it again. And then we'll tattle the others as we go. We'll bring out Vivian for the final hit, probably. Yeah, this is a way to ensure that Marilyn does not get that attack off. Voila. God. Wow, that's a lot of star points. Again, this is a boss fight. Alright, who are you copying? I'm pretty sure Goombella, if he copies Goombella, he can't actually tell you, which is very funny. Yeah, Goombella's in not great shape. Oh yeah, I have a Zap Tap on, I actually kind of forgot about it. Oh no, that's not great. Less chances to attack are available. So Goombella can't really do much, actually. That's not great, actually. So I'm just gonna spread out damage so I don't accidentally KO one or the other, probably. Well, Super Guard still works, and that's good. Huh. More chances to attack are now available. Oh, so sort of the God, what's the character's name? Why can't I think of his name? Why am I drawing a blank? Grubba. Yeah, like the Grubba fight. So Marilyn or Baldum can attack multiple times. Okay, we can get one in with Goombella, which is good, so we can actually get this towel in. That's Dupless. He's a shapeshifter and even turned into you once, Mario. Max HP is 40, attack is 6, and defense is 0. He may turn into one of us and attack. When he does, he'll have our abilities. Hey, how do you think he became one of the 3 shadows? Isn't that weird? How do you think he stands Beldum's abuse? Do you think he's alright in the head? Damn, girl. I mean, fair argument, but also damn. Oh god, poison. Oh, we're both poisoned. Hey, could you, like, heal us? That'd be great. Oh, okay, you can just stick a fork in it. That works too, actually. And we will get Goombella out of here after this turn. But first, that's Beldam. She's the leader of the 3 shadows. Back again. Max HP is 30, attack is 5, and defense is 0. Her special move is a Blizzard Blast. If it hits you, you'll totally freeze. She has lots of other tricks up her sleeves, too. Wonder what that plan was that she mentioned. What do you think they're up to? I mean, they ain't exactly subtle. Yeah, in reality, I should, like... Thinking through it now, I should have actually gone for Beldam first. She also has less health than the others. Hey, you, freak sheep! Pull it together, will you? Don't make me punish you. So sorry. Damn, even Dupless is kinda sweating this out. Oh no, that's not great. Oh yeah, Zap Tap is still in play, so... Sucks to be you, Beldam. I'm just gonna guarantee the damage on Dupless. Oh no! Now I'm gonna swap out to Vivian. She'll deal less damage, but I just want Vivian to be here to fight Beldam. I just think it's a, you know, it's a spiritual victory kind of thing. Symbolic, that's what I'm looking for. Let's see, that's 7... Ah, curse you, Mario. This is so very annoying. Blast it. Oh no, that's real bad. Okay, so we're not gonna wait for it to unthaw, unfortunately. We'll just go for it. Sorry, Vivian. I was hoping you'd get the last hit here, but it's fine. She is on ice. Now, I would have done a spin jump and Fiery Jinx to end it otherwise. Or the Fire Punch. That would work too. Shade Fist, I think is what it's called. 42. Again, Merly could have really helped me out here, but of course I only got on the 2 star points. Again, I think I'm gonna leave FP at 50. We're not really needing FP very much. So yeah, I'm actually gonna just pump a bunch into BP and HP, I think. Once we get to like 75 HP, if we get to 75 HP, I might just leave it there too. Mario became a superstar. Next battle, Mario's crown and stage get even bigger. Arrgh, get this straight, she'll never... Oof. God. And hell yeah. Nice, clean fight. So we're gonna save now that we've done that. And with that taken care of, ads are actually just about to start. So we will continue chapter 8 in a few minutes.